My. I was just saying earlier that this fight reminds me a lot of Jai Opataya and Breedis. For the simple fact that you just got a young guy who's, looked at as like a killer, as a vicious fucking, you know, up and coming fucking monster, fighting this older veteran, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, this older veteran who's been tested, who's been in big fights, who's had big moments, who's faced adversity, right? And you think Jai's gonna knock him out. Like I thought, especially with Breeders coming back after some inactivity, I think almost 2 years out the ring, I'm like, damn, Jai gonna knock his ass out this time. You know. And everybody's thinking that with David. I can see this crashing everybody's parlay, man. All the 7-12s. Excuse me, all the 7-12s. All the David by knockout. David's gonna crush him. David's gonna finish him. Bruh, I've been saying it all week on Twitter. Some of y'all just subscribers, and you know what I'm saying, y'all tap in with me through YouTube. Some of y'all come from Twitter, right? I know y'all, I fuck with y'all on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Y'all see me saying it, man. David looks soft. And yes, they say, David's always look like this. He's always look like that. Hey, don't worry, he's gonna smash him. He walks around 220 pounds, when he's not fighting. Yeah, I know. I saw a video of him out of camp, off-season shit, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Bruh had his belly back, his titties was back. I'm like, yeah, I bet he does weigh 220. That's 220 pounds of fucking Modelo's and fucking tacos. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. I'm not trying to get on no funny shit. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? His customary shit. You know what I'm saying? If you look at me, you would say that's fucking 270 pounds of goddamn Big Macs and fried chicken and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The shit I like. You know what I mean? The shit I like. Mac and cheese and goddamn shit. Goddamn. All the shit I like. Goddamn. But yeah, man, he just hasn't. He's a great fighter. My favorite fighter. Benavidez is my favorite fighter, bro. El Bandera Roja. If you know about the red flag on blood, you know about. Look, David's my favorite fighter. David's my favorite fighter. Okay. The monster. I got monster. I got monster tattooed on my neck. And don't even get me started on that red flag. I done did a lot of stuff behind that red flag. I'm a father now. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I've calmed down a lot, everything's red shit. Even my Dre beats and my microphone, you know what I'm saying? Everything is red. It's just that's the way of life. El Bandera Roja, though. Goddamn, man. David, I just don't see you knocking him out, bro. Now, if he's fucking old, I saw somebody post a picture of his 2017. We talking about Gvozdyk's 2017 shape and his shape now, and I don't know what the fuck he been doing. Must have been eating chicken and fucking rice and doing hella workouts. But Gvozdyk is a fucking condition machine. He do look like he ready. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody talks about this sparring, and yes, we know. Y'all talking about that video y'all seen this week of Gvozdyk saying David dominated him in sparring. He been said that shit. There's another interview, another video out here from a while ago where he been said that David, put hands on him in sparring, and that he would love to see David against Beterbiev, and he thinks David beats those guys. And, the whole sparring thing is like, bruh, we don't know what kind of shape the motherfuckers was in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers, we heard about Tank getting dominated when he was out of shape. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys come back from vacation and get some work in, and they in there getting fucked up because they out of shape. They not getting ready for a fight. They just in there and they working. You know what I mean? So, I think professionally, Gvozdyk has come on point. And it's always one of them things where you know you got a guy in front of you who wants to knock you out. Like, I don't get why guys know that, like, a motherfucker be like, I'm gonna knock you out, and you just gonna go in there and let that motherfucker knock you out. Like, I think David will be met with resistance. I think David is fighting, you know, a bigger opponent for the first time, a grown-ass man, right, who's been hit hard by other grown-ass men, bigger and stronger than David. I think the keys for David are his activity, his high volume, his pressure, his output. But it's going to have to be real smart, man. And I think it's only going to take one fucking solid punch from Gvozdyk, given the shape that I seen, for David to have a ton of respect for him. For David to be like, oh shit, you know, I don't remember it being like this when we sparred. You know what I mean? Like, damn, dude, you hit fucking hard, you know? Also, and shout out to my boy Chill, because he said it, he said it, he sees it being a lot like Diego Pacheco versus Sean McCalman. And I'll just say, you know, style-wise, I definitely don't think so. But fight-wise, like card-wise, you take your main event guy, you put him on a co-main. Take the pressure off him. It's no pressure. It's no pressure to perform there. David, of course, says he always wants to get a knockout. That's what he wants, because he wants to do it for the fans. But realistically, there's no pressure to perform here, man. It's go out here and win. You know what I mean? And be dominant, you know? But it's not one of them fights where you have to get a knockout. Like, you have to look spectacular. You know, you're moving up in weight. You haven't matured at the weight. I mean, the 175s are vast. You can look at him and see, yes, David has never been shredded and solid. But listen, if you've ever lost weight, if you've ever dieted, if you've ever if you've ever had a personal trainer, a coach, somebody you had to report to week by week, you have your calories, your food is all given to you. You know what it takes to be shredded, right? David never looked like that because David never put that work in. You know what I'm saying? When it came time to fight Caleb Plant, he put that fucking work in. He hired a nutritionist. He ate the right foods. He did the right work. He did the right cardio. Done. Came in shredded. Came in with the ripped physique. From that, you have to build, right? So it's not okay. You get shredded, and then once you know, after the fight's over, you go and you back to doing bullshit. Like, you still in the gym, but you eating fucked up. You know, you drinking alcohol, which we've seen. David was just out at that Diego Pacheco fight against McCalman, fucked up. You know, clearly intoxicated. You know, so he's not, and you know, I'm not in his camp, so I can't say, but from what I've seen and how it appears, he's not like building on that muscle growth, like putting on lean muscle mass, eating high proteins, you know, strength training, lifting weights, gaining actual solid dense muscle. I mean, this is an accumulation of fat and water, which is how he's able to still make the decision to go back down to 168 pounds. You can't just add muscle and get rid of muscle like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be way harder for a guy who's already got a lot of muscle and a little bit of body fat to cut weight. You know what I mean? 'Cause you cutting into pure muscle, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a totally different ball game versus you depleting some water and getting rid of body fat, because you don't have that much lean skeletal muscle mass or lean dense muscle mass. So with that said, I think although David will be effective, I think Gvozdyk will be effective. I think Gvozdyk will earn David's respect, and David will box a cautious, smart, intelligent fight. He'll remain dominant. He'll do significant damage. He'll be effective. But I just see this one possibly going the distance, man. And if he does get him out of there, it's some Beterbiev type shit where it's like an 11th round, 12th round. So with that said, man, over 9.5, that's the pick. Plus 100, why not? Throw it on a parlay. It's a co-main event. Excuse me. It's a co-main event, so you can live bet it. If you feel like David's getting ready to get him out of there, then bet your rounds, depending on what you're hitting on. If you're hitting on FanDuel, you betting rounds. If you betting method of victory, knockout. You betting, and FanDuel, they'll keep the 7 to 12s. They'll keep the 5 to 8s. They'll keep all that shit up there till they can't keep it up there no more. So, with that said, over 9.5, man. That's how I'm playing it. I know some people picking Gvozdyk. I know some people taking that late stoppage. Me, it's gonna be over 9.5, man. Let's log it in.